What's good, everybody? My name is Brandon Mitch, and I'm actually here to give you guys some Instagram influencer slash content creator tips to help you build strong, lasting brands on Instagram. Let me fix this camera really quick. There we go. So today I want to talk to you guys about mind state and the way you're actually thinking about Instagram as a whole. But before I actually go into the topic, I want to make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube page. That way you don't miss none of my newest video, giving you guys all the Instagram influencer slash content creator tips I learned along the way in my journey on Instagram. So I've learned that from my experience and just from the comments and questions that I get in my DMs and talking to people about Instagram, it's the way people think about the app, the way they view it, the way they view being a content creator or being an influencer, the mindset that they have behind it. Now, it's super easy to start an Instagram account. It's super easy to become an influencer if you want to be an influencer. But just because you become an influencer doesn't mean you're a good influencer. So with that being said, understand that. So there are a lot of people on the app in this space that are trying to be influencers, but that doesn't necessarily mean everybody on there is a good influencer. Now, why? Now, I feel like this is because a lot of times, a lot of people think of the app or the job as a content creator or influencer, they think of it as a hobby. And in reality, this job is not a hobby. I mean, it can be something you like, but it's not just something that you do for fun. This is something that you're constantly having to update. You're constantly having to research, find what's new, what's coming out, what's working. This is a living, breathing thing that you're actually creating. It's a brand. You're using the platform that you use to build the brand is actually Instagram, with whether that being you as an influencer or a brand as a whole. Now, if you wanted to become a chiropractor, you wanted to become a doctor, you wanted to become a lawyer, I'm pretty sure there's a point where you have to go through an internship. Now, when you go through this internship, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna be paid. And they've changed the laws now, but a lot of times the internships, they would have you work there pretty much like 8, 9, 6 hours a day, pretty much you'll be working like 40-hour weeks, but you weren't getting paid. It's the same thing with Instagram until your Instagram account gets to that point to where you're actually able to make money off of creating content or, special appearances, whatever it is you're doing. There's going to be a point in time where you're not going to be making any money before you get to that end goal. Now, a lot of people, they have in their minds that I'm going to create an account and, I'm going to take these pictures, I'm going to shoot these videos really quick, then I'm going to put it out, then I'm going to get famous, and, I'm going to have all these brand deals, and it doesn't work like that. And a lot of times people come into the space of just thinking this is going to be some overnight transformation. And don't get me wrong, that does happen for some people, but the chances of that is like a needle in a haystack. You have a lot more people, you have a lot more people who put the work in and do what they need to do to actually become successful. You have a lot more people that become successful that way than you have people that actually just come on the space, create a couple of pictures and videos, put that out there, all of a sudden pop overnight and become, like a celebrity. So your chances are a lot greater, putting the work in and doing what you need to do compared to just relying on something to happen overnight. But if you expect it to happen like that overnight and you're mad that it's not working, your mind state is completely wrong about it. Like I said, you're still looking at it as a hobby. If you look at this point in time where you're not getting paid as an internship, you understand that, okay, maybe the quality of my pictures isn't well. Maybe I'm not working with the right kind of people. Maybe I'm not shooting the right kind of videos. Maybe I'm not selecting the right type of topics that connect with my audience to give me the type of response that I want. These are all things that you have to learn along the way as you're not making money. You may if you're blessed, and you have some good stuff, you will make money along the way as you learn these skills. But there will be a point in time where it's not something that you can live off of, but it's something that you're working towards because you see that of what it could become. So you have to invest and put the money, the time, effort, and brain power into growing and nurturing that into becoming, the end goal. It doesn't just happen overnight. And that's something I want to tell you guys, is stop looking at it as a hobby. You know, if you're in that space where you're not making the money, just look at it as an internship. You're on your internship and you haven't quite got the job yet. You know, there's something you still need to learn. There's something you still need to tweak. Maybe, you know, your audience, it's something, I don't know personally, but it's something. We're all there at a point, you know? So just take that in mind and just constantly just keep growing and just find ways to keep getting better. With social media, that's the thing with this, is it's constantly changing, it's constantly growing, it's constantly getting better. And if you're not constantly trying to get better and you're not constantly checking up and seeing, you know, what you need to do, what's the quality, what are ways that I can, you know, be better than, you know, my competitor, you know, what is my competitor doing, what are they doing good and what aren't they doing good, and how can I take that stuff that they aren't doing and applying it to my brand and my business, so that way I grow the way I want to grow. You know, use everybody around you. Look at things for research and feedback, and bring that all back into you and put that into your brand. But if I was looking at Instagram as a hobby, my brain wouldn't be going there. I wouldn't be able to think of ideas like this and break stuff down and think of, okay, I have my competitors. What are they doing? Let me see what they're doing and see what I like about what they're doing, and let me apply maybe some of that and put my twist on it. But what aren't they doing that I think they should be doing, and let me apply that. Like, thinking of this as a hobby mindset, me coming at it from a mindset of it just being a hobby, I wouldn't go that deep into it. You know, I'm looking at this as, you know, a career, a job, something of value. You know, I don't look at this as something small. You know, I'm influencing people. And if I'm influencing people, I want to make sure I'm influencing people in the right way. I don't want to influence anybody in the wrong way. So I look at this from a completely different mind state. So this is something I just want to tell you guys, and hopefully this helps you. You know, hopefully this is something that, you know, it might set off something in your brain to where, okay, this is something I want to start doing and start implementing, because looking at it as a hobby is not getting me the results I want. So let me put some real effort and time into thinking about this and trying to see how I can make this something else. Because right now we're in the middle of a pandemic. You know, there's a lot of free time, there's a lot of dead time. We haven't had this kind of free time ever. So use this time to actually, you know, figure stuff out, learn new things, even if you don't want to. Like, learn what you need to learn. If there's a video you need to shoot the video. Use this time to figure out whatever it is you need to be doing better to get better, because you can do it. You just have to change your mindset. You just have to look at it as something more than a hobby, like I keep saying, because this is not a hobby. I mean, it's fun to do, but this isn't a hobby. As much work as I put into this is not a hobby. So that is it. That's all I have for you guys. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That way I know to keep making videos like this. If you have any topics or maybe some videos of some stuff you guys want to hear me talk about, feel free to leave that below in the comment section. I pay attention to that stuff. Make sure you share this video with someone who's struggling with Instagram, or someone who's trying to become a content creator or influencer, because they need to hear this. But until the next video, I'll see you then.